Oh, look how long they are.
Today, I'm in Atlanta's Buford Highway, a 30-mile stretch of highway home to some of the best and most diverse dining options in the Southeast United States. Lamian, aka hand-pulled noodles from Lanzhou in northern China, where master chefs have used the same technique for hundreds of years. Atlanta's Lanzhou Ramen brings this northern Chinese delicacy to us. The wheat flour noodles are twisted and stretched to the desired thickness, fresh to order in the window. I've got to say, watching these noodles made in the window is absolutely mesmerizing and worth a trip on its own.
The noodles come out of the kitchen so fast. While you're watching him pull noodles, next thing you know, the noodles are already at your table. These only take just like a minute to cook. And then the broth has already been simmering for hours. And the beef, everything you order is ready to go. It's ready in an instant. It smells incredible. Hand-pulled beef noodles cannot be enjoyed without the chili oil. I want to give this a stir. Oh, it smells incredible. I can smell the cilantro. These noodles, you can already feel they have a nice bouncy texture to them, and I cannot wait to bite into this meat. Look at that chunk of beef in there. These are the longest noodles I've ever seen. The noodles are chewy, yet tender, bouncy, and they've carried the flavor of that broth. It's just absolutely delicious, and they're so slippery. Look at that. So they're very easy to eat. Let me try some of this meat. Oh, the beautiful red color of this meat. It's got such a nice look to it. The tenderness, you can tell it's just beautiful shredded meat. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that's so flavorful. Wow, incredibly tender. Shreds and breaks apart so easily. Super lean, but still very, very tender. Wow, even the lean parts are so soft. That's a perfect complement to the noodles. There's some bok choy, you can tell it's just dropped in there as the soup broth is hot. So it basically just kind of steams in the broth. Nice and crunchy. Just lovely, a great compliment. I need another bite of these noodles. The chili oil is not too spicy. It just kind of finishes the flavor of the broth, but the broth consommé is very light. It's not heavy. It's really just infused with those Chinese herbs and spices. I was reading that here they actually do a 12-hour simmer on their beef broth, and you can really taste there's just so much depth in the flavor of the broth. Oh, that's some of the best soup broth I've ever had. It's just totally layered. It's not salty, it's not peppery, it's just a beautiful balance. Oh, I'm gonna get one more bite of this beef. Oh, look at that nice fatty part. Okay, I also got some side dishes to go with the beef noodle soup. So I ordered a potato salad, some nice fine julienne potato salad. It looks like it's got some really nice flavor of marinade in it. And then I also got some pig ears. Here they're called piggy ears, but they're sliced really thin and they're marinated. So we'll see what they taste like. I have no idea, I haven't had these before. Okay, let's go for the potato salad first. I wasn't sure if the potatoes were going to be cooked or if they're raw. They're so crunchy. I almost think they're raw potatoes or very, very lightly blanched, just to get a little bit of that starchiness out. It has more like the texture of like a radish. And then it's been marinated in what I can tell to be like sesame oil, probably some rice vinegar, or maybe a fish sauce as well. It's got a really nice bright flavor to it. Okay, and here's the pig ears. Not my favorite, but they're very chewy, very cartilagey. This is very new for me. It has a great flavor, but the texture is something I'm still have to get used to a little bit more. Another thing about these noodles, they're actually an alkaline noodle, which means that they're made with an alkaline solution. And all that really does is help with the elasticity, and then it also helps the noodle not get soggy in the hot broth. That preserves the structure and lets them remain bouncy and tender even when they're sitting in a boiling pot of soup. I haven't exactly mastered the noodle slurping technique. Like how you see people eating it on TV, they're just like inhaling the noodles. I'm not quite there yet. I can't help but notice how even each strand of noodle is, and this is all handmade. I mean, the amount of skill that it takes to make this is incredible. But each strand is a specific thickness, so they have like thinnest, thin, flat, they have a prism triangle shape. I wanted to get the most traditional, which is that thin noodle, and they're all just like exactly the same size. It looks like a machine could have made it, but it does have that like flavor to it or texture to it that you can tell that it was handmade and thrown immediately into the boiling pot of water.
I absolutely love ramen, but today I feel like I had it for the first time. The hand-pulled noodles, 12-hour bone broth, the quality is just next level. This dish alone convinced me I need to plan a trip to Lanzhou in northwest China. Until then, this little gem on Buford Highway in Atlanta will certainly do.